you.
And the Academy Award goes to, drumroll please, Dan Tough Guy Bongina. Wow. Look at this performance, everybody. Absolutely crushing it. And the Academy goes wild. Here we go.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. You demonic
Why is he so mad?
Scum.
Oh. I'm not sure if he's just so full of
Shout
rage
out to Nate, by the way.
or if he's about to cry. Dramatic, intensifying pause.
For as much as I hate what just happened, I wish ill on
Hate
no
is a
one,
very
and
strong
everyone
word.
should restrain their emotions.
I think you should restrain your emotions.
They are not on our side.
Yes. Dan, restraining emotions would be a fantastic idea.
Also, whose side are we talking about? Whose side are you on, Dan? Yo, look at his eyes. Yo, he does not look like a happy guy. Are you okay, Dan? Is everything catching up to you? Are you like, crashing out like Erica was the other day when she was speaking at that school? Does it feel like the walls caving in on you? You, Cash, Pam Bondi. Even Trump didn't look like himself yesterday. I don't know.
You may want to try it.
Everyone. Once you go down the road of violence, there's no turning back.
Okay,
that I agree with.
There's our first stitch. Okay, Dan Bongino, once you go down the road of violence, there's no turning back. Dan, you're a fucking theater kid. You've never seen real violence in your life. You were in the Secret Service. You protected presidents, and you didn't protect any presidents that needed violence or physical altercation on your part to keep them safe at any point in your entire career. What are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about, guys. These fake masculine, fake tough guys. Once you go down the road to violence, there's no turning back. Good. Like, dude, come on, bro. There's a lot of us out here who've had to commit real violence that know what it looks like. Just shut the fuck up, dude. You don't know how big of a douche you sound like saying some stupid shit like that when you're not even capable of real violence.
Always someone stronger than you, man. No turning back. There's always someone stronger than you, man. Always. There's a whole lot of people stronger than me.
Yeah, there is.
It almost feels like a straw man argument. Instead of like telling us how much you hate us and how hate's wrong, talking out of both sides of your mouth, like being a hateful prick, but trying to like pretend like you're taking the high road somehow, which like none of this even really makes sense to me. But like, why don't you just talk about the arguments? Why don't you talk about exactly why Candace Owens is making this video about Erica Kirk? Why don't you talk about exactly why the whole world has been turning against Erica Kirk? Is it because we're all bad people? Is it because there's something wrong with us? Because we don't have Jesus in our heart? Or you think maybe, just maybe, it's because she's been caught in every freaking lie every time that her mouth opens up? And not just little lies. Like, we're not just talking about when she was on there talking about the CBS town hall meeting where she's talking about she wouldn't be going out and drinking when she was living in New York. When she was literally had a cameo on a reality show of her drinking and dating, and countless other videos of her and her roommate that Candace was covering where she looks shit-faced. But there's even lies about the case itself and about Charlie's state of mind and things that went on the day before he died and whether or not he thought he was in danger. Like, I hate when everybody does these straw man arguments and gets distracted and just leaves and moves from where the actual point. Even with the case itself, as soon as everyone's talking about, the France Legionnaires and the Egyptian planes, it's like, no, we don't even have to talk about all that. We could just look at the case itself, the scene. Just look at the scene itself, I mean. Because let's not forget, when those 911 calls came out the other day, it exposed everything. It exposed everything. It exposed the FBI because they were showing us images of who we are led to believe was Tyler Robinson with the sunglasses, the black shirt, the blue jeans, no weapon on him. And meanwhile, the 911 calls from the day were describing somebody in tactical gear with long hair and a vest and in all black. Like right off the bat, you have a giant contradiction. And then when you have Erica Kirk saying that, oh, Charlie wasn't messaging anybody that he thought he was in danger, I would know. I have his phone. And then it's coming out that he was. And not only was he, but the messages were to people that you have direct contact with on a daily basis. It makes you look really bad. It makes all this look really bad. And it makes scumbags like Dan Bongino here look extra bad and extra suspicious. Because was he or was he not number 2 at the FBI while this was going on? Right? Isn't that how it works? Cash Patel was the top guy, and Dan Bongino was the number 2. So why was the FBI lying to us and misleading us when they were looking for somebody and giving a false description of who they had a witness for? There were witnesses describing somebody with long hair, but they didn't tell us that. They never told us that. They never showed us the full videos of different angles. They showed us one little grainy imaged video of somebody hopping off a roof, and there's no sign of a weapon. They're going back and forth with whether or not he took the weapon apart, put it back together. He didn't take the weapon apart, put it back together. What's up, buddy? But it's just like this gaslighting really, really pisses me off because these guys have been caught. Look at his face. Look at this scumbag's face right now. Does he look like an honest man? Or does he look like someone that knows that he's going to go to hell one day? Like, people cannot hide from the truth. You can't hide from the truth. You can't hide from God. You can only lie for so long until it catches up with you. Let's keep going.
True that.
And I'm sorry if the language distracts from you, but I can think of no other New York way to say it than fuck you, motherfuckers.
Dan, I can actually relate to that because I actually said the same thing in a video reacting to you and your bullshit. And me, as a fellow New Yorker, I get where you're coming from. And as a fellow New Yorker, I don't know if you're still in New York, but if you ever want to sit down and have a real conversation and we could share notes, who knows? Maybe you just got it wrong. Maybe you guys in the FBI, like somewhere along the way, you just got something wrong and you need a little help. I would be happy to help you figure this all out. But for you to just come out here and attack everybody and say these horrible things, like it really seems like you're trying to incite violence against Candace with this rhetoric. And after what happened with Trump and the alleged attempt on him, like, we don't need any of that in this country from either side. And Charlie Kirk, too. I mean, we could bring that up, even though I don't really believe the narrative at all or your side of the story. But that's a whole other story, and we'll get to it. Don't worry.
You deserve to feel the little licks of the flames of hell.
Oh my gosh.
On every inch of your body. Fuck you.
Yo, it actually, like, that sounds like he's like saying some kinky shit to his boyfriend. You're gonna feel the flames and the licks of hell. like what are you even talking about? Like, is that like a threat? Is that like weren't you just saying that you don't wish harm on anybody? You know what I mean? Like, you're talking out of both sides of your mouth. Who's the real Christian here? You need Jesus, my friend. You need Jesus. I'm glad that you got away from the FBI. You obviously weren't cut out for the job. You didn't last a fucking year. You didn't keep a single promise that you made. All you did was lose all your credibility and look like a goddamn fool. And now it's like they put you up to this to get you back in front of the microphone because there's nobody left. There's nobody left with credibility. Ben Shapiro, Tim Pool, Steven Crowder, even Matt Walsh, they're all a bunch of schmucks. You're a schmuck. Nobody listens to you guys. Nobody believes you guys anymore. It's like the jig is up. The jig is up. And it doesn't matter how much my channel gets suppressed. They can only suppress me for so long. Eventually, I'm going to get out there. I don't care if I have to start marching in the streets with a megaphone. I'm going to get my following. It's going to grow. I know this. You guys know this. Everybody knows this, and Like, it's it. It's over. It's over. You know, you shouldn't have covered up for the PDFs. You shouldn't have covered up for the PDFs, and you shouldn't have set up Charlie and staged it. Not you specifically. I'm saying the deep state, which you were clearly a part of, whether knowingly or unknowingly. But you're a douchebag. Let's keep going.
And the Academy Award goes to, drumroll please, Dan Tough Guy Bongina.
I don't even know because it's not even good acting. Look at his face. There's no confidence in him.
Absolutely crushing it.
There's
and
no
the Academy
confidence.
Goes wild. Dramatic pause.
If there's an afterlife, oh, and I believe there is.
Oh.
Academy Award. This is like a freaking a C-level freaking cheap independent film that he had to get tossed up on a casting couch to even get the role.
I believe in the second creation. I don't pretend to be.
You sure you don't believe in
judge and
Baal?
jury, but I know you're not in it.
Oh,
Okay.
you know. You got some inside information. You hear that? He knows that we're not in it. He's got the inside information, just like he had the inside information on the files. How did that work out? All right, we're going to hear what Nate has to say a little bit more, and then we're going to move on.
It's Dan Bongina telling Candace Owens if there's an afterlife, she's going straight to hell. Well, here's the thing, Dan. If I had to guess, when you get to the pearly gates and you're being judged, and God goes, hey, man, how come you covered up in a elite satanic file ring and did everything in your power
Now
to
we're
protect
talking.
files? Yeah, Dan, I don't think you're headed to the pearly gates. I think you're the one who's probably headed downstairs for your behavior.
I couldn't agree more. And like I said, just look at his face. He knows it. He knows it. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Another good one. That's not even the shot that I was looking for. Look at him. Look at him. He looks like he's got one of BB's golden pages up his ass right now. Dan, you better not release the files, or I'm going to push the button. Yo, you know what I mean? Yo, they're going to cut my shit off. I know it. I know it. Uh-oh. What happened? Hold on. I don't know if I could take this. I kind of want to take this. Hold on 1 second, guys. Mad, we're live. What's going on? Did I do something wrong? Really? I'm being suppressed, guys? I'm so sorry. I was wondering what was going on. What do I got to do? Oh, my goodness. Wow, we're being chat suppressed live. I got my mod on the phone right now telling me. You know what's crazy too, which I was about to bring up? I'm gonna bring this up now live with you. Do you know that while Candace had her show, that I was trying to send a super to give her some information and that it would not go through? And I screen recorded it. It was a 9-minute thing. Guys, read this. I was trying to send this to super to Candace during the show, and it was not letting me under no circumstances. And I edited it like 15 times. So basically what it said was, when she was talking about the famous Laurie, I was trying to connect some dots because Greg Laurie, all that the Romania stuff, that was in 1998. Bill Clinton, of all people, actually opened the doors for Romania with the 1997 Bucharest deal, and then Greg Laurie in 1998. But what's really interesting is, hold on, let me go here too. Let me go to one of my other ones. Here we go. I'm literally live streaming on the phone with you. I don't care. Hold on. Let's watch this for a second, and then I'm gonna point something out for everybody to see.
The
This is
Metcalf
crazy that
attack
this is going on.
pointed out that the substations are important parts of our national grid, but they're
I knew I was on a
protected.
list.
We
Yo, this is
have
messed up.
5
Okay,
major
so
threats
there's
that make our
there's
grid
Eric there's
extremely
Erica
vulnerable
Franz
that we've
Vey,
presented to
the famous
congressional
lovely
officials.
Erica, right?
1 being cyber,
And then
2
who
being
else is in
hackers,
this with
3
her?
being physical threats, 4th one is solar
Anybody
EMP,
wanna take a guess?
and the 5th one is man-made EMP. So the
Water.
All right, let's just pause it. Yeah, yo, that's so crazy. Okay, so this is James Woolsey Jr. He was the former head of the CIA. Does anybody want to take a wild guess when he was head of the CIA? Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Between 1993 and 1995, under President Bill Clinton, during the same exact period where the now infamous Einstein made his 17 visits, although he was not the one to bring him into the building 17 times. That was another man named Mark Middleton, who we're not going to talk about today, because then they're really going to shut down my stream. But I just find it really, really odd that that CIA director under Bill Clinton, the same Bill Clinton that, I mean, we can go a lot of directions there, but he was the one that opened the door for Romania in 1997. Greg Laurie, who Candace kept talking about, who Barron's been talking about, the pastor with his own little allegations. He went to Romania in 1998. And now in this video here, the same director is a part of a little film project with Erica Franz Vey and her mom. Now, I'm not trying to point out like some giant connection, but they're all within the same sphere. And the way that I see it is, hold on. Matt, I'm just going to put you on speaker. I hope you don't mind, because I don't want to...
I'm going to hang up right now. No, I'm going to hang up. It's all good. I'm here. I just want you to know I'm here, okay?
Thank you, thank you.
Yes. All right. Bye, babe.
Bye. Now, yo, this is actually crazy. But I just think it's kind of crazy. Like, think about high school back in the day, right? Remember in high school? Like, everyone has their own groups. Everybody has their own friends. But whenever something happens, whenever somebody does something wrong, everybody finds out, right? So the way I see it, the whole intel community, I feel like it's high school. I feel like with all this money that gets pumped out for all these never-ending wars, I feel like all the people that are in the biddings with all their different companies, because this guy right here, he was involved with the Carlyle Group, if I'm not mistaken. You know, the Bushes. You know, you want to spread the web, pun intended. Shout out to Ian Carroll a little further, a little wider. But I don't know. It's really hard for me to believe that these people didn't all know what was going on. They've all known the entire time. And that's why none of them can get arrested. Because it doesn't even matter who was specifically on the island doing exactly what with a little one. They all knew. They all knew. They all have some kind of business tie with somebody that was there, somebody that was involved. And it's like, they're like all for one and one for all. And it's none of us. And all this is why I keep saying, all this left versus right, Republican versus Democrat, it's all just to distract us. It's all just divide and conquer. Because at the end of the day, the bad guys are running the show. The bad guys are running the show. And they are all complicit in one way or another. Especially scumbag Dan Bongino. And I say especially not because he's some high up on the totem pole guy, but like, wasn't he working security for some of these assholes? Wasn't he like Secret Service or something, if I'm not mistaken? I don't know, because to be honest, I never even knew who the guy was. I was a year or 2 years ago, I never did this kind of research. I was never that deep into the politics. I didn't really know who he was. I didn't care. But from what I understand, he's been wrapped up within some capacity for a pretty long time. And he talked a whole lot of shit. Same thing with Kash Patel. They talked a whole lot of shit about what they would do, and the files need to come out, and drain in the swamp, and all this crap. All these lies that we got sold by our president, by the current president of the United States, and everybody that was running with him. They all lied to our faces to convince us that the election mattered, and the election did not matter. The election did not matter. It would have made no difference if Kamala was there right now. Because at the end of the day, we all know who's really running the show. They've been running the show for quite some time now, and it doesn't matter. But now people are waking up, and they're starting to freak out. You see them even when they testify under oath. We saw Pam Bondi freaking out. I mean, Kash Patel just looks like a damn crackhead now with this. We all know the picture. It's like a meme now. It's like with his eyes popping out. It's like they all got it's like they all got one of those pages up their ass, hoping that they don't push the button. I mean, that's what it seems to be. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's keep going. I'm having a little fun with this. I didn't even watch this yet either.
Than a guy that verbally berates women. So buckle your seatbelts and hold on to your butts. Here we go.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Go.
No, Dan. Fuck you.
Fuck yourself. You demonic.
Oh, we saw this part
in
already.
every inch of your.
So, yeah, not only is nobody going to shut up about it, but you should probably shut your fucking mouth, you hypocrite, because you're the one who was in a position to actually do something about this, and you did literally nothing. And why did you do nothing? Because you spent your entire time redacting the Epstein files to protect pedophiles. You fucking dork.
Ignore it, it metastasizes. Address it, it metastasizes. I wish I had the answer.
We bet you do. We bet you do. All right, now I don't want to stay on one clip for any period of time because we know what happens. Oh, but here's another clip from him where he's going to stick up for guess who? You know, he's going to say all this hateful stuff about Candace, but let's see what he has to say about Charlie's bride.
You're going to get a bunch of assholes and losers today. I don't like what she wore. She didn't cry enough. She cried too much. The angle of her chin was off. She should have done this. Really? Was your husband shot in the neck? How did you respond, you fucking piece of shit?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Language, bro. Like, aren't you supposed to be the good guy? Aren't you supposed to be the good guy? Aren't you, like, taking the high road? Like, what is this? You know what? I can't platform people like this anymore. I can't platform people like this anymore. Oh. Yo, this sucks. I can't even have fun with the chat. Yo, this sucks, man. Because I wanted to play something that was going to be fun. I wanted to ask how many of you guys remembered that song that I did with Ian. Because I did. I'm working on a remix with Thomas Massey, okay? I'm only going to play 8 seconds. But I want you guys to check it out. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope, okay.
Just gotta follow the money like Ian Carroll. Go look in the Deutsche Bank, let me know how that go. And it goes way beyond that. You don't believe me, ask Leon Black. I did a research and the kickbacks are obscene. Got worse when they kill Yasser Rabin.
Yes, it did, though. It did. You like that? How I have Thomas Massey? There's actually a couple of names he dropped that were in that freestyle that I made a couple months ago regarding a certain list. So I was really happy when he started reading them off. I was really happy, and I plugged him in. I wish I could play it on the show, but they'll definitely take my thing down. But that's on my Instagram right now if you want to check it out later. I don't know if you guys are following me on Instagram, Real Bays Instagram. I'm going to have a lot of fun stuff up there, especially the in-between, because if I got to keep dealing with this on YouTube, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to make it here very long. I got to figure something out. But anyway, that is a really fun song. And the remix with Thomas Massey is going to be fire. Shout out to Thomas Massey. But while we're on the subject, let's hear from the family themselves. We know who the step-parents are. I guess these are like the step-grandparents, right?
In modern Jewish history, and it begins with 3 words. Dear Lord Rothschild.
Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty's government, the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet.
Why was it that this letter was sent by the Foreign Secretary to your great-uncle Walter?
It's an interesting question because it was primarily a movement from East.
That's some accent. Look at that mug. You know, normally I would say it's a mug only a mother can love. But the way he's treated the world, I don't think he was very loved by his mother. I have another joke that I can make, but I'm not gonna. About love and this family.
Eastern Europe. But they didn't clarify who was in charge of that movement. And in addition, it was after.
Wait. Are we still talking about our not so greatest allies' place, or are we talking about the files? Which movement did you finance? Are we talking about? You got to be more specific, please.
All in Great Britain, so they felt that the Rothschild family should be the one to whom it was addressed. And Walter was Lord Rothschild, and he was a Zionist. And those really are the background reasons.
So Walter received the Balfour Declaration, and I have a copy here. And I wonder if I could possibly ask you to read it for us.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. I'm going to put on my spectacles to make sure I'm reading.
He's got to put on his spectacles.
Accurately. His Majesty's government view with favour the establishment of Palestine as a national home for the Jewish people, and will use
Wait, hold on. I thought that wasn't a real place, right? Isn't that what we always hear? That it wasn't a real place? That it didn't exist? Pointed out on the map? Then what is this right here? Establishment in, shouldn't that say in somewhere else? Right? Why does it say, isn't this like the official document that they always refer to about, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And we're hearing it from the man himself. Granddaddy PDF.
Best endeavours to facilitate the achievement of this object, it being clearly understood that nothing should be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the rights and political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country.
Guys, I just want to make an announcement real quick, because I just realized this. And it sucks that we don't even have a chat. We had such a great chat last night. We all had so much fun. Why would they want to destroy my chat? But we finally cracked triple digits. We hit 100, everybody. We did it. Oh, man. We were going to play games. I was going to give away merch, especially since we hit 100. I'm still going to give away some merch. I'll find a way. They can't stop me. They really can't stop me. They're literally going to have to Kirk me to silence me. I'm just letting you know now. I'm letting everybody know now.
I should be grateful if you would bring this declaration to the knowledge of the Zionist Federation. Yours, Arthur Balfour.
And here it is, the Balfour Declaration. What do you feel when you see it here?
I genuinely feel it's one of the most extraordinary moments in the history of the Jewish people. If you think it took 3,000 years to get to this, and then you say,
yo, you can't even make this accent up.
It's the most incredible piece of opportunism. I mean, if you think you had an impoverished would-be scientist, Chaim Weizmann, who somehow gets to England.
We don't need to listen to all this, but I just want to ask you, listen to this guy's voice. Hold on, where is it? Look at his face. Is this not the creepiest freaking guy you've ever seen in your life? Seriously. Look at him. Look at him. Like, he looks like the kind of guy that would finance the files. Holy shit. That's enough, guys. I can't with this guy anymore. Let's see what's next on the list. Oh! You guys want to hear some bullshit?
There are really several issues that are on the table with regard to what the Iranian regime must do or should do. One, no nuclear program, not no nuclear weapons, no nuclear program, because, of course, a civilian nuclear program can be converted into a military nuclear program pretty quickly and easily. And the Iranians simply saying we won't build a nuclear.
You know what? He has a really good point. No nuclear program. It's a horrible idea because if it gets in the wrong hands and it gets militarized, who knows what could happen? I mean, God forbid, really evil, bad people that hate America get their hands on those kind of weapons. What can happen? What can happen?
Let me give you an example of that. I was criticized.
Okay, in case you don't know, this is Jonathan Pollard, the biggest traitor in the history of America that sold secrets to an alleged ally who gave those secrets away to the Soviets during the Cold War. Let's see what he has to say.
Very heavily for opposing the ceasefire, the American imposed ceasefire in Lebanon on us. And I was told by certain people in the government, look, we didn't have choice because we were being threatened with a complete cutoff of arms. So I listened to this, and the individual telling me this said, you don't believe this? Or what? I said, no, I believe that the Biden administration, as I called it, did threaten us. But I said, you're mistaken if you think there's never a choice. There was a choice. He said, well, what? Is it to have our weapons cut off? I said, no, let me bring you back to October 1973 during the Yom Kippur War when Henry Kissinger instituted an arms embargo against us.
Okay, now remember, I don't want anybody confused. I don't want anybody to be confused because when he says us, he's not talking about America. You know, his true homeland, where he was born, where he served in the Navy, I believe. When he says us, he's not talking about us. You know, it's like the Kendrick song, They Not Like Us. Remember that one? Big hit last year. When he says when he says us, just keep in mind, they not like us. All right? So let's hear where he's going with this. I'm very curious.
He stopped the aerial resupply of our army at that point to extract diplomatic concessions from us. And what happened? What happened was an A-4 Skyhawk was parked at Tel Nof Air Base with some interesting weapons under its wings. And we told the Americans, take your eye in the sky and take a good look at the airplane that's on that runway.
Why? What was on the airplane on the runway? Do tell.
Airlift.
It kind of sounds to me like you're threatening America.
So the guy that I was talking...
Which airlift?
To Israel. The arms airlift.
So in other words, we threatened their...
We threatened to use unconventional weapons. I'll leave it at that. And so he said, is this...
He'll leave it at that. They threatened, you know they threatened us, the American people, the American government, with unconventional weapons if we did not keep giving them money, if we did not keep giving them weapons. So what? They blackmailed us under threat of nuclear attack? Am I getting this right? Hold on. Let's check with Ben Shapiro what he thinks about the bad things that could happen.
There are really several issues that are on the table with regard to what the Iranian regime must do or should do. One.
Whoa, Ben. Why are we talking about the Iranian regime? What should America do about them blackmailing us with nuclear weapons that they already have? Who gives a fuck about Iran? They don't even have them. They're not threatening us. They just want energy. What about, aren't you an American? Aren't you an American? What about the country that was just financing the guy that was pulling teeth out of children so that they wouldn't bite when they got, and when they wouldn't get identified when they got, them who already are blackmailing us as we speak and threatened us with nuclear weapons that they already have. Ben, what should we do? What should we do? I mean, you and Mark Levine have been saying that we should bomb Iran for how long? Right? Isn't that what you guys are doing? You're all lobbying Trump? But what should we do about the real threat? Please tell me. because I don't think that our step-parents have our best interests at heart. Actually, I think our step-parents are abusing the children. Because make no mistake, they not like us. Am I wrong? I mean, I know you can't answer me because YouTube is hacking the chat, but, you know, email me. Let me know if I'm wrong. Hold on, screw this membership thing, because if they're going to do this, we're not going to make any money for YouTube anymore. That's not going to happen. Hold on. Here we go. Now we're talking. A real membership. Email me, guys. realbaysteam@gmail.com. Be a part of the team so we find our new home. You know, we're going to be like the they. We're just going to have to migrate. It's not working for us where we are. We thought that YouTube was our home. Apparently, it wasn't promised to us 3,000 years, so we got to find somewhere else to go. We got to plant our flag somewhere. I think that's what we're going to have to do. I really do. You know, and I don't like the other spot that everyone's going to either because, you know, Mr. Bongina freaking has a piece of that. So I don't know. We might be in trouble. Fuck Ben Shapiro. Don't worry. We're not going to listen to this jerk off anymore. Oh, JP Sears. Yo, this guy's great. Make sure you give him a like. You'll like that video. Let's see what he has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have progress. Here's Kash Patel celebrating the first arrest he's made from the Epstein files.
That's from the Olympics.
It's from what?
It's from the Olympics.
Still no arrests? Well, to Kash Patel and the FBI, I have a tip for you. I have some leads in the Epstein case. There's some links and emails that you've released that I could send you to help you find some criminals.
We lie to you news. Listen. We got bigger fish to fry, okay? Because there are people out there that hate us, that already have illegal nuclear weapons that are threatening us and extorting our entire government. You know, we can't save the children if they take out all the adults. You know, isn't that what they say? Like with the bear cubs, the bear can have more cubs later, but the bear has to survive. Nah, that's all fucked up. I'm sorry. That's not even like I can't even joke about this stuff. It's so horrible. It's like, are we really in this much trouble? Like what happened to America? What happened to us being America? Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. Look at this. I got the chat sending freaking feet and what looks to be Morse code typed out because they're not letting you guys talk. What is going on? What is going on? What if somebody's in trouble? What if somebody's in trouble right now? They need to relay a message. What are they supposed to do? This is crazy. Yeah, guys, just spam the chat anyway, right? Won't the interaction still help? Maybe we'll get somebody. You know what? Actually, I got to call Danks. I'm sure Danks is watching this right now. Danks, get ready. I'm putting you on speaker. Wait, he's saying, can you see it? You're fine. It shows the back end. Yo, he's sending me so much. They look like they're going through, but they aren't appearing to anyone else. It's a back end YouTube issue. Not anything I did. Oh, that's good. So they made another mistake, just like the other day when they took down my live stream over a copyright issue. And then the video passed the copyright and I was able to monetize it. And when I asked them what happened, they said they just made a mistake. So I'm sure with the stream, it's just an honest mistake too. Maybe we should give YouTube the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to give our grandparents or our parents the benefit of the doubt after, you know, seeing what America's biggest traitor had to say. But I think maybe we could give YouTube the benefit of the doubt. I mean, it's not like Larry Ellison bought them, right? It can't be that bad. I mean, it's not TikTok. Shit, if it was TikTok, I'd have people knocking on my door right now. Like I'm in freaking Florida. Hold on. Thanks. You are on speakerphone on the live stream. Are you watching?
I was, but I'm on for it right now, and I'm finishing Candace.
Okay. I need help with this chat. You're telling me it's a back end thing, but everybody's typing crazy messages, and they're like messaging me on my phone saying that the chat is toast.
Yeah.
So
The
what
chat
can I
needs to
do?
go. They can't see it, but it shows up still on your end in the back. So if you were using something like StreamYard, or if you had a webhook for Streamlabs.
Wait. You mean, but then why are they sending all sorts of weird stuff? Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me. I have an idea. I'm not going to see anything. No, I do see things. I do see in my phone the chat. It's just they're saying that things are like blocked. That it's not really going through. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we hit triple digits for the first time. I want to give away some hoodies, but I can't play any games without a real chat. Thanks. Say hello to everybody, by the way.
What's up, everybody?
That's thanks, guys. Thanks wants to know how many Danksters are in the house. Send me an email since you can't tell me in the chat.
Put a 1 in the chat.
Yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you're a Dankster. Oh no, Dank said don't put anything in the chat if you're a Dankster. Watch out for the geofencing. Yo, Danks, this might be all your fault. This might be because of that freaking geofencing video. Just so you know. I gotta blame you for this shit. Yeah, I know. I covered it twice. Yo, oh shit! No, we're on a delay, Danks. They're all pushing 1 right now. Oh yes, please. That would be amazing. All right, yo, I don't know how to do anything on here. We got to fix this.
Yeah, you can't do anything, but
I can't do anything.
You can't do anything about it. But
wait, no. Is there? Can I see the chat anywhere? Like where if I found a way to put it on my screen with a window.
Go to YouTube Studio, and you should be able to open it from your live stream. So if you go to YouTube Studio, click Content, go to Live, and then click the broadcast button. It'll open up your activity in the live.
Yo, they didn't even. Yo, I had a different thumbnail on this. They didn't even update my thumbnail. What kind of scumbags are out to get me? Okay, so wait, where's the broadcast button? I'm in live. I see details. Analytics, monetization, and view live controls in room. What?
No. Are you on the live right now?
I'm on the live, but I opened up a separate window for the studio.
Okay. Click where you can see everything, like your overview, where it shows all your content, your analytics, something. Click content.
Yeah, that's where I was. Huh?
Click live, and it should show a list of like small in a row, and then scroll down.
Small.
And it's got the little button, and it shows like edit or comment analytics on each video.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay, there's a little broadcasting button. It's like a radio, a dot with like Wi-Fi coming out of both sides.
I thought that was the view live in control room.
Yeah, you want to see your view live, like all that, the view live.
Yeah, no, I was already on that screen somewhere else. Now you tell me to look where the chat is in the studio, where I see the analytics there.
If you're in the live studio chat where you can see your live analytics,
Yes, yes, I'm in that chat. I'm in that chat, but that chat is coming up in my phone too. They're dropping like flies, Danks. We were triple digits. Now we're at 78. Guys, stay with me. We'll get this. Don't worry. They're messaging in Spanish. I can't read Spanish. Obviously they're having fun. Listen, as long as they're having fun, as long as they're happy, I'm happy.
You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it. They're still gonna be there anyway. It looks like your chat is picking back up. I mean, I was able to do it.
All right, type some stuff to test it. You could say what up. We got some life.
All right, there you go.
We good? Do we have a chat? Everybody start talking.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yo, maybe because I did. Oh, you didn't even hear what I was saying. I was totally going off on Izzy. I was ready to just read the whole list. I was ready to give him the Melendez report. I was gonna pull a Jonathan Pollard. If they were not going to give me back my chat, I was gonna go nuclear. Yes, we're back. We're back. My chat rate? My chat rate is 34. Are we back? Hey! Yo, YouTube knew what I was going to do. They knew I had the Melendez report in my back pocket. I was ready to drop that shit. I was ready to start saying names. All right. Well, I'm gonna go because we've been on the phone here for 8 minutes and they just been sitting around for 10 minutes waiting for me to start talking about stuff again. All right, buddy. I love you. Thanks for being there for me. I'll talk to you later. Okay. All right. 1. You know what? Just for that, because Danks was being a real homie, we're gonna cover some more. We're gonna cover some more Danks. Where is this? Where's this other video? Is it still here? Yeah. Let's pick up where we left off yesterday. What do you guys say?
You're watching someone else's trauma unfold in real time, and you don't have the tools to process it because you were a kid. This is not education. This is an adult.
Yo, you guys messing with me that you can only chat in Spanish? Are you just trolling me right now? If you're trolling me, that's hysterical. I got to get Rosetta Stone, I guess.
Dumping emotional weight onto minors who do not consent on carrying it, and nor should they. I put this on the school and the people that allowed this to happen.
Something that's so important when even with understanding the character on the internet, it's so easy to hide behind a keyboard. It is so easy to press send after typing something out that you think will have no ramifications. But it does. There's someone on the other end of that computer, under the phone. And so, as you go about your life and understanding that choices do mold you, I just want to encourage you guys to be bold and fearless. Not everyone is called to be on the front lines. That's okay. Support those that are. Pray for those.
Are you kidding me? It's still not working? Yo. Why are they doing this to me? Why do they hate America so much? They're literally ripping up the Constitution and wiping their ass with it as we speak. This is crazy. This is crazy. What is going on? Hold on. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to keep this video on while I try to figure this out.
Be there for them in ways that you could not even imagine, but just know that the enemy would love nothing more than to confuse you, to put you in a position where you don't think your life matters or someone else's doesn't matter, but it does. And so, just remember, again, every choice that you make is it bringing you closer, for me, closer to heaven. That's my focus now. Closer to heaven, closer to being a person that God has called you to be, or is it bringing you further away? When someone's criticizing you, is it constructive criticism, or is it criticism that is going to harm you? If it is not going to harm you and it's constructive, take heart of it, right over it.
She can't even get the words out of her mouth. This is embarrassing. She is obviously not in a position to be speaking in front of minors, talking about emotional whatever is going on. This is very bad. If this was happening at my kid's school, I would be pissed. I'll be honest with you. I would be pissed. She can't even finish a sentence. She tries to say destructive criticism. Then she attempts to somehow say constructed to heart whatever, which makes no sense in any context. Then she abandons the thought entirely and moves to something completely different. This is not nerves or nervousness. This is not a stumble. This is what happens when someone's cognitive load is completely stretched. It's exceeded. Her emotional processing is consuming so much mental bandwidth that her language center can't actually even maintain basic coherent structuring. Executive function of her brain is compromised. Working memory is overloaded. And she's supposed to be teaching these kids about American history and civic engagement, and she can't complete a coherent statement about criticism, but she's been placed on a stage by the Department of Education and Turning Point USA to educate the next generation. Well done, Department of Education. Bravo. This is what TPUSA brought to the school that day, and this is the quality of education that your tax dollars are spending. That's what's bringing.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure this out. I went through all the settings. They're just gonna do everything they can to suppress me. This is crazy. They really don't. They do not want my voice to get out there. They do not want me to have any reach. They do not want me to have an influence. They're like literally just trying to suffocate me, you know? And like this isn't even like just about like this is my livelihood. Like I'm trying to earn a living. I can't earn a living if they don't let people see my stuff. If they don't let my videos get out there. If they don't let you guys have fun and communicate. Like these are horrible tactics. This is so un-American. This is so un-American. You know who I hold personally accountable for this, right?
Greetings from Jerusalem. To all my friends in AIPAC, the first thing I want to say is, thank you, AIPAC. Thank you for standing with Israel. Thank you for standing with the American-Israeli alliance. And thank you for standing up for the truth. Now, I know that's not been easy, because over the past 2 years, we've all been subjected to a tsunami of lies, vilifications, vituperations that are reminiscent of the worst anti-Semitic attacks in history. I know you and AIPAC have been suffering such attacks. The American Jewish community and other Jewish communities have suffered not only anti-Semitic slurs, but also murderous attacks. And of course, so did we in Israel. We suffered on October 7th a brutal attack that was meant to destroy us, to wipe Israel off the map. That's what the Iran Axis sought to do on October 7th. Iran's proxies sought and seek to annihilate the Jewish people, and their patron Iran sought and seeks to annihilate the Jewish state. But for the past 2 years, since October 7th, we've rolled them back. We fought a seven-front war against this axis of evil. And thanks to the incredible courage of our soldiers, we rolled back this threat to our existence.
Thank you, Black
and to our
Sheep.
future.
Thank you for the membership.
We battered Hamas. We hammered Hezbollah. We helped bring down the murderous Assad regime. We struck the Houthis. We attacked pro-Iranian militias. And we also attacked Iran itself. With America's help.
You also attacked America. You attacked my YouTube account. You attacked my chat. You attacked the Constitution. The First Amendment right, freedom of press, freedom of speech. Everybody who watches my content knows that I'm all about individual accountability. I've defended Jewish people on my platform. I tell everybody I speak out against anti-Semitism. You look at my Instagram, I even have posts where I'm saying God bless the Jews. The real ones, not the Baal worshippers, all right? I just want to make that clear. Got to make that very, very clear, okay? Because that's not it. You know, this is terrible what they're doing. Terrible. Oh. Jimmy Dore. Let's see what he has to say.
Her operation was in Constanta, the epicenter of Romania's trafficking scandal.
Weird conversations to have with a 15-year-old. I'm going to touch your butt. $8.6 million
that's
to
the
their
trailer.
own shell company. What is going on?
What is going on? What is going on with my chat? You know, they're not just suppressing my freedom of speech, they're suppressing everybody's. This isn't what America's about. It's because I won't bend the knee. I won't bite my tongue. Let's go back to Nate.
I can only make decisions for me. I can't make decisions for you as to what you want to watch or what you don't. This isn't about views or who's popular or who's this. I don't care. I'm just telling you I'm making a decision for me now. I don't want to be any part of that. If you're part of that.
You think they would do this to Dan Bongino's chat? You think if Dan Bongino was on YouTube right now, lying, like just lying to everybody's faces, spreading his hate, you think they would be silencing his chat? I don't think so. And why is that? Seriously, why do you think that is? Do you guys think that Dan Bongino is more honest than me? Do you think that I am more hateful than Dan Bongino? Simple questions. I've seen nothing but lies and hate and misinformation come from Dan Bongino. And I have never heard of him having this kind of issue. Never.
That, please leave. If it is half my audience disappears tomorrow, good.
Well, I got news for you. If Jonathan Pollard has his way, half your audience might disappear tomorrow. You know? Yes or no?
Good riddance.
Well, Dan, it's interesting that you say that. Let's go ahead and look at the metrics of your channel over the last month since you came back, since you talking about, if you don't like it, I don't care if half my...
I don't know if I want to play this, because if we looked at the metrics of my channel, it would be very, very sad. It would be very, very sad. This is like my 5th time going live, and it's the first time that we cracked 100 viewers. And then they disabled my chat, and they cut us in half.
The audience leaves. Well, let's look. Well, Dan, it's interesting you say that because we actually don't have to look very far because the very top comment actually shows your audience. And so as you see here, here's the chart of Dan Bongino's viewers. Started out strong February 3rd with 51% of his total viewer base watching. In what? 2 weeks, he has now fallen over half his audience, down to 24% on February 17th and dropping. So, Dan, you don't have to worry about half your audience leaving you. Over half your audience.
Yo, Dan Bongino is going to be working at Fox or Newsmax in no time.
Has already left you. You think you might put 2 and 2 together and see everybody hates your fucking guts and hates all your takes. All right, let's see how dramatic this dork can get.
Sayonara, motherfuckers.
What a fucking tool.
I don't want you.
Yo, Mad, don't worry. I already told you. They are going to have to off me. They are going to have to Kirk me. They are literally going to have to Kirk me. I am not going to stop. I don't care if I have to go in public with a body cam, with a megaphone, with my mom holding a camera, taking photos of me. Whatever I got to do to get out there and get heard and get my shit out and try to make a difference, I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. Screw all this. Screw all this. Because if it's happening to me, then it's happening to somebody else. And if it happens to enough people, eventually we're going to band together and we're going to find a way out of it. We're going to find a way out. You know? It's not like we're some 6-year-olds stuck in a room with some elected officials on J.E. Island where there's no escape. We will find a way out. And we will change the world. They cannot stop us. They cannot stop what's coming. They're literally going to have to put Jonathan Pollard in charge of the button to stop me. That's the only way. That's the only way.
Nobody else wants you here? The people who...
Are we back? We're back! We're back! Yeah! Actually, I don't want to jinx it because I thought we were back before. Yo. Yeah. Go Max. Go Max, everybody. And you know what? You guys are the real ones. You guys are the real ones for freaking sticking with me through this. I'm glad. However many of us are here. How many of us are here? 67? So we got 67 witnesses. 67 witnesses that saw what happened. That saw what they did. Some of it, but not all of it. Listen, we'll take what we could get. We'll take what we could get. What's up, everybody? Wait, why is this happening? Where's the delay? Wait, why is this playing here? Yo, I'm looking right now at my studio, and I'm like way behind. Yo, they put me on a crazy delay, I think. Yo, chat, Put a 9 in the chat when you see this. I want to see something. Put 2 9s in the chat. Wayne Gretzky, 9-9. All right, the first 9. Let's see. 9-9, 9-9. They have me on a 20-second delay. A 20-second delay. They're gonna off me. I swear to God, they're gonna kirk me. They're gonna kirk me. A 20-second delay. Look at this. Look at this. I hit the stopwatch when I said 2 9s. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. You know what that means? You know what that means? That means that my fucking research is right. That they've seen my notes. They know what I know. They know what's up here. And they're like, we have a problem. Because I figured this shit out months ago. Months ago. And they know. And now it's like this weird game. It's like, are they really going to kirk me? Are they going to like, you know what I mean? Like, am I going to have some other kind of problems that are going to come up in my life? Are they just going to like shut down my channel altogether? Like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Because they do not want, I'm telling you, they do not want Real Bays becoming an influencer. They don't, it is like a nightmare right now because I cannot be compromised. Okay? I'm not like one of these guys who gets up here talking all this crap, acting like I'm going to like lead a revolution and I'm a Fed. You know what I mean? I am the real deal. I am the real deal. I am the one that's willing to lose his head. And they fucking know it. And they know it. And they know it. And that's why when I get on the camera, even despite all this, even if there's only 50 of us, I got this smile on my face. You know why? Because I know that I'm on the side of God. I know that I'm on the side of Jesus. I will never kiss that wall. They can kiss my fucking ass. I'm not that one. They like when it comes to all these other schmucks out there, or all those right-wing shills, they not like us. They not like us. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Yo, you know how much harder that makes my job? Like, I'm here by myself. Well, actually, no. I got Mad and Danks on my team right now. And I got all you guys, too. But, I mean, you know, like, I'm sitting here. I'm like a tech tard. I'm like, I don't even know how to manage my chat by myself. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. And they got me on a 20-second delay. Like, how many agents do you think are watching this right now as we speak? As we speak. God bless America. Thank God I'm in America. Because if I was anywhere else, they probably would have got me with a freaking drone. I'm not even kidding. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yo, they cannot stop me. They cannot stop me. Not really. A 20-second delay. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Like, my Wi-Fi is good. There's no reason. There's no reason. Yes, Bays is based. I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you, yes, Christ is king. Christ is king. But, listen, I don't want to really dock myself. But you know what? I think it's already out there. Yes, as a matter of fact, I am on Long Island. I grew up 516. Well, back and forth between Nassau and Queens. But yo, I need you guys to do me a favor, okay? Whoever you guys watch, whether it's Ian, whether it's Baron, whether it's Candace, I need you guys to do me all a favor. From now on, I'm not saying spam it, but from now on, when you're in that chat, just say it at least one time. Just say Bays is based. Because they're going to do everything they can to shut down this channel. They are going to do everything they can to silence me. Listen, I don't want to get too personal here. Hold on, where is it? Is this the one? Nope, not that one. Do I have it? I'll put this one here. I don't have the other one. Here's my social medias. If anyone wants to contact me, you got my Facebook and you got my Instagram. 631 in the house. But yeah, from now on, do me a favor. When you're in the chat, if you're watching Ian, if you're watching Nate, if you're watching Baron, if you're watching Danks, if you're watching Candace, tell them in the chat Baze is based. Because we're going to have to go really grassroots here. If they're going to play it like this, then I think I'm going to need everybody to get involved. I'm going to need everybody to get involved. You know? It's not like America Kirk trying to charge everybody at the door and sell you whatever they charge for the t-shirts and ask for donations. I'm not asking for any of that. I mean, I got to monetize the channel somehow at some point. But for now, I don't want your money. When I do start making money, I'm going to give you guys all hoodies. Everybody's going to get a hoodie when I can afford it. I fucking promise. But for now, when this stream ends, whoever you watch next, you got to start saying Baze is based. I want people saying Baze is based that don't even know what the hell it means. Because that's what we're going to have to do. That's the only way that we are going to succeed. And I say we, because we are in this together. You guys see what they're doing. You see what's going on. I can't do it by myself. But we're going to freaking do this. We are going to do this. We are going to do this. And yo, I'm telling you, the fire that I have right now, the fire that I have under my ass right now, when I get off this live, I'm getting right back to work. I'm gonna get something really special for you guys. Don't worry. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna make sure that there's no bad words, that I'm not saying anything too crazy that's gonna give them a reason. That's the thing. I don't want to give them a reason anymore. I don't want to give them a reason. I really don't think I gave them too many reasons to begin with, you know, unless being honest, loving America, believing in Jesus. Apparently, that's reason enough nowadays. You have to like literally worship the devil and be willing to partake or look the other way to make it. To make it. I don't want to make it. Fuck making it. I'm not going to be the one. I am never going to kiss the wall. Yo, we're going to have to figure something out. Yo, Danks, even you, man. When you're watching your favorite streamers, it'll be more meaningful from you if you're in the chat saying Baze is based. You're going to be like, Danks, what the fuck are you doing? What do you care about Baze for? You got 10x's following. I'm at a serious disadvantage here. This is worse than I thought. They really might try to off me. I'm surprised that they're not even cutting my live. Thank God. Yeah, we got to do Morse code. I'm going to come up with a whole new language. I'm going to email everybody the new language. Hold on. We got the here we go. Here we go. Guys, just in case. I'm going to cook something up. We're going to have code words. The whole chat's going to talk in numbers. Make sure you email me. Oh my God. Yo, this is crazy. Yeah. This is war. This is fucking war. And I am not going down without a fight. I'm like, they got the wrong one. They got the wrong fucking one. Oh man. Let's see what we're at, okay? Ready? Say 88. 88. And I'm just gonna sit here As soon as I see it, I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna hit the phone. Actually, I'll keep it there so you know I'm not cheating. So you know I'm not cheating. As soon as I see it. $20 seconds. 20 seconds. It's still 20 seconds. Yo, they don't even, I don't think Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes ever had 20-second delay. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, didn't they like come up with the whole delay because of George Carlin? And wasn't it like a 7-second delay or something, if I'm not mistaken? Yo, this is insane. Yo, Dex, I don't even know what you're saying in the chat. Yo, a 20-second delay. These cocksuckers. It's not my latency, bro. How can I check if it's my latency? It says my stream health and my stream status is excellent. And I have it on low latency. Like, what are we talking about? Not my latency. Yeah, it's my latency. Is that also why the chat's not working? Everyone's got to talk in Korean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, how do I fix that one? Yo, this is nuts. Yeah, they might actually kirk me. Listen, I just want to say for the record, I love my life. I love my family. I do not use substances. I do not drink. I'll have like an occasional whiskey on occasion, very rare occasion. But I don't even really like to leave my house much. So you can rest assured that if anything happens to me, that yes, I got kirked. And no, I don't think my girl would have anything to do with it. So don't make her a suspect. Don't attack her, please. I don't even think that my ex would go through with it because I'm such a good father. So just I want to make that all clear. I really want to, I just want us to all be on the same page because I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, this is not funny. This is not funny. Like, I'm trying to like make this fun and stuff, but like this is a problem. This is a problem and I got to deal with this. Take over my channel if anything happens. I don't think anybody could take over my channel. Like, I'm not trying to be cocky right now with my 73 people watching this right now, but I don't think anybody could take over. I don't think they could do it. I'm just saying. But yo, I wonder, and remember what I said before. Hold on. I wonder if it has anything to do with this. Remember, this is the super that I was trying to send to Candace. And if you pay attention to the video right now, I have it at 5x speed and I edit certain words. I edit this thing like freaking 8 times trying to send it and it would not let it go through. I couldn't even really pay attention to the show because I was like, what the hell? And then as soon as it was over, I came on the live. So this was like right before I went on live. They did not, for whatever reason, they did not want this super going through to Candace. I think we got to find a way to get this message to Candace. I think tomorrow, if she does her show, we're all going to have to spam her and say Baze is based until she's like, what the hell is going on? Why is everybody saying Baze is based in my chat? Well, not everybody, because she has like 200-something thousand people watching her, and there's only like 70 of us. Yo, I wish the bots would spam my live. That would be better than freaking making us talk in freaking Chinese. But look at this. I'm still trying to send this super. Oh. So you think there might be a technical excuse for this, thanks? For the delay? But there's one problem with that. The only problem with that whole latency setting thing with the delay is I've been reusing the same stream and just giving it a different title every day. So I've been using the same settings every day, and I've never had more than a 5-second delay. So how could that be? Shit. You see, this sucks. I ask a question, I gotta wait 20 seconds to get a fucking answer? Like, what the hell? What the hell? These people suck. Latency is messed up. You've always delayed about 20 seconds late. No, because I was watching last night. I have it on the thing right here. It wasn't no 20 seconds. You know what? I'm going to figure this out. Thanks. When I'm done with this stream, I'm going to call you, and we're going to figure out whatever we got to do. I don't care if I got to stream this bitch in black and white. We're going to get rid of that delay. We're going to find a way to do another chat. Yo, 86 is in the house. Yes. Yo, guys, just so you know, 86 this shit is my sister. I'm letting everybody know for her own safety, because the geofencing is real. And I definitely have a target on my ass. So Julie, I know you're watching. You're going to have to start making some content too. It's time for you to step up. Yo, my sister is just as based as me. Just so you guys know. In fact, I know I'm going to have to wait a couple seconds. Type in 86 in the chat if you think that my sister should make a video, or I should get her on the show. Yo, she's going to kill me. She's going to kill me for this. Oh, man. Try turning it off, turning it on again. Yes, Bays fam. See that, Julie? You're going to have to step it up now. You got to step it up, sis. Yeah, we know that 86 means throw away. We were both in the restaurant business. I think when she says 86 this shit, she's talking about, I don't know what she's talking about actually. You would have to ask her. You'll ask her when she does her live stream. Content coming soon. Good. It better. It's about freaking time. Yo, this is crazy. What are we going to watch? What are we going to do? You know, I got a good idea. Oh, I forgot which episode was good. Let me see. Yo, you know what's crazy? I was trying to look up videos on Bill Clinton and Romania. And it's in Romanian. I can't even, I'm pretty sure that I've seen other videos in the past. Oh, it's not even working. Well, it's working for me, but it's not working for you guys for some reason. Why isn't the audio working? Baron! Right? Is that what you guys are going to say? Yeah, why is just everything's just messing up on me right now? Am I on the wrong page or something? See, it's in Romania anyway, don't worry. I'm telling you though. I'm telling you though. All this Franz Vey Romania stuff going on, it all ties together. J.E., Greg Laurie, Bill Clinton, the Franz Veys. There are more connections than people realize. Now, what I find odd, I tried to send the super to Candace and it wouldn't go through. But I've emailed Barron about this as well. I sent him a direct email. He didn't get back to me. And then I brought it up on a super, and he wasn't buying it. He thought that he needs to see more evidence and that it's too big of a conspiracy. But again, like I said, it's not about a big conspiracy where everybody's connected. You got to look at it like high school, that they're all operating in the same sphere. They're all doing their thing. You got the art club, you got the music club, you got orchestra, whatever. You know, you got the degenerates outside smoking cigarettes. You got the JE crowd that are doing some shit they really shouldn't be doing. But everybody knows what's going on. They all know what each other is doing. And all these people were operating within the same vicinity, within the same sphere. They have business ties that connect them all. And I think it needs to be looked into. That's why today when I was watching Candace, I thought she was going to talk into some stuff like that. You know? And maybe she will. Who knows? I mean, if she knows, I mean, she couldn't find out from my super, that's for sure. But Barron, too. I really wish Barron, you know, because Candace and Barron, they both have giant platforms. They have huge influence with huge reach. If they looked into something like this, they would be able to find out 1, 2, 3 and get it out there. What am I missing? Am I missing something? Yeah, is that what you guys think? I need to make a Kick? Is that the place? Who owns Kick? Actually, no. I'm sure Kick's good if Ian's on there. Yes, I did VFT and Bongino in the beginning. You know what? What time is it? It's 10 to 8 Eastern. Guys, I was planning on going really long, but I'm going to cut this short. And I'm going to call Danks and try to work out some bugs. And I'm going to make another account. But what I want you guys to do... Nope, not that one. Not that one. I want everybody to email me at this. Because this is where I'm going to tell you guys... Nah, because freaking bum-ass Bongino, like, owns a piece of Rumble. I'm not trying to give him action. Fuck that guy. But seriously, do me a favor, everybody. The show will go on. The show will go on. And I'm going to keep doing stuff on YouTube. I'm going to keep streaming on YouTube. But I got some stuff I got to figure out. And just in case, email me. realbaysteam@gmail.com. And remember, please, do me the favor. And from now on, for the near future, when you're watching somebody else, make sure you tell them all in the chats that Bays is based. Because we are at war. Like, it is official. We are at war. And I need everybody to fight with me so we can take the fucking wall down. Remember, be kind, be grateful, do something nice for somebody, and I will see you guys very, very soon.